Hi, it's Donna Berry. I'm here today bringing you my flip through of my second volume of my flower journals. She's 2 of 4. The first one is almost done. I had to redo some binding on that one, so it's just like 99% there. So that'll be coming soon. 3 and 4 are in the works and coming soon too. This is a series I'm calling the Bloomkeepers Archive, Volume 2. This one is called a Garden Keepsake. Of course, this is the front, and in the front you have 2 top-loading pockets. This one talks about the actual, thoughts behind this journal. And this one is the journal features and information about it. So I'm going to talk about this just for a second. You're going to get 130 plus pieces of ephemera. 82 of them are within the actual journal. The rest are in some extras you're going to be getting. One of those extras is this collaged 6x9 pouch envelope, and she is full of ephemera that you can use within the journal itself, or you can use for tags for gifts, notes to a friend, that kind of thing. And then you turn it over, and that is the back. And then you're also going to get this vellum envelope I made, also full of ephemera pieces. Most of these are unembellished, so that you can embellish them. You're going to get this bag. This one has, how many in here? 6 pieces in here, and they are actually finished pieces. So you can use them in the journal or somewhere else. You're going to get this mini booklet. I'm not going to open it, but it unties and you get all this paper to write on. Nice little thing you could tuck in your purse or your car. And you're going to get this taller one, also designed with paper inside, just blank and some decorative, but more journaling space. And another thing you'll get is a writing board, which is not listed on this card. So this is going to come to make your journaling a little easier. I'm just going to show you this right here. I'm going to put a piece of paper down just so you can see the colors. This will be the tassel. There's a little bit of trim in here. There's a charm. And then there are 10 various beaded dangles in here of all the colors that tie into flowers, of course. Pinks and orange and blue, purple, yellow. I love making dangles. They're really just a lot of fun. So this will come on a bulldog clip. It will clip onto the spine, and you can remove it when you're journaling. It's possible it would flip up, but I would just remove it. So this is the front. I made these book plates. They are paper, but I did put some metal corners on them to make them look a little more realistic. And that's the spine. And the back has a cloth pocket where you can store extra ephemera. And a little note for me. It says, "Thank you very much." So let's put this tag back and let's get to the viewing of the pages. I really love this chiffon, but it tends to unravel a little and catch. So you just have to be careful with it. So we have the front pocket, and there are pages inside here that talk about me and my artistic journey. And it also talks about just a little bit more about the journal itself. So page number 1, I'm not going to take this hidden paper clip off, but I'm going to show you a pretty little dangle. And then this is a tablet with stamped pages in it. Okay, the next page just has a butterfly. Lots of butterflies in here. Here we have a little booklet. Little pages and some sayings, inspiration. A little glued down belly band. And another little card. Here we have tulips, and this speaks about the symbolism of tulips and what they mean. This is one of 5 plantable seed packet cards, I guess, and you can write an inspiration on the back and plant it and grow yourself some flowers. I don't know if I noted, but there are 5 of these, and there are going to be 4 actual seed packets tucked in here. They're not in here yet, but they will be. This is just ephemera, and when I counted ephemera, I didn't count a lot of this little stuff that's like, you know, tags and labels and Temu stuff and that kind of thing. I just counted the stuff I made. So I have a butterfly, more lace. Here we have a couple of giant postcards and big old piece of paper. 3 tags, 2 tags, another butterfly, seed, plantable seed one, a hidden paper clip. We have another dangle and another butterfly. And this is a tablet. It opens up, and I had gold, I had done gold paint on the edges. So because it would stick a little bit, I put tissue in between every page. So when you're working on it and you put it away, you have something to protect each page. Another butterfly, another hidden paper clip. I did a cluster on it. Some stickers. There will be stickers in various spots that you can use throughout. It's your own whim. Here's one of those vellum butterflies I made. Vellum and cardstock and gold. Little waxed linen thread for the antenna. Some more paper to write on. Some more stickers. This has a pocket in a tag. A vellum bag, glassine bag, I'm sorry, full of stickers, and a digitally designed tea-stained paper that I created. And a butterfly. This is a double belly band with a magnet. And these all slide up like this. They all have a tag in them. And then there's a piece of paper back here that talks about the azalea that you can also write on. There's that. We have a belly band next to it. This one slides. Inside here, this is just a tablet. And this is a cute little doily that I just folded in half that has a writing paper on it. And that's the middle of this signature. And here we have another butterfly and that hidden paper clip. And I don't want to keep getting these dangles. There's another little dangle. I really love making dangles. I could probably do that all day long. It's a snippet I made. I did a video on how to make this particular style. You can make snippets all kinds of ways. A little stenciling. There is lace throughout, but nothing like the first journal because it made it really bulky. But I think this still gives it a feminine touch. Another dangle. And tulips with some tulip cards you can write on. Over here we have a belly band made of this like muslin type lace, if you will, or trim. Cluster, a vellum envelope with a journaling card. This is kind of a cool piece because it opens like this. There's some cards and you can write here. And then you can do like this and open up and write all the way on the back everywhere. So it's really neat. I learned that one from Cara-Renee Wolf of Reborn Journaling. I will link her YouTube below. And some more lace, butterfly, some washi. This is a hidden paper clip. Nice tall one. You could tuck a lot up in there. This is a card I made. I can't remember where I got this. Some journaling paper where I got this actual design. But it is hidden. So you'll see there's 1, 2, and then 3 cards in here. Kind of interesting little piece anyway. And then we have a cluster and washi. This is a corner or a page hugger, if you will. I put a paper clip, hidden paper clip on here just to secure it a little more. It's a cute little book page. I printed on book page and made this envelope. I learned this from Jules, Joolse Designs. She's from Scotland. She's on Facebook quite a bit, has a great YouTube channel. If I remember all these channels, I will post them in the description. This is the back side, and then I just did a cluster on the back of this. I have a lot of ephemera inside this little cluster tuck. This was made by Misty Cottongame of Creative, I'll put it in the description. Creative, I'd go there. It's one of my favorite groups. But anyway, she made this, and I'm using it. When I counted my ephemera, I did not count this kind of stuff. I didn't count all the little pieces that you get, you know, from Amazon or Temu or that kind of thing. So it's all, the stuff I counted was just stuff I made. Here we have a hidden pocket. We have a rose you can write on. And then we have another one of those butterflies. I think this was the first one I made. And you can write on the back. So it just tucks inside here. Oop. Along with this beautiful rose. And this is vellum that I printed, and it was a little wonky. So I just put this lace on here to give it some strength at the edge. You could tuck a bunch of stuff up in here. It's a little loose, but I think it would hold something maybe chunky. Here we have another dangle, another butterfly, and another hidden pocket. There's daisies and roses, and that's what's inside here are 2 daisy journaling cards and 2 rose journaling cards. So those will be tucked away in there. They're nice and big. This I had already untied, but it ties in a bow and it holds this down. And this opens up like this. So you can see you have like a gate. It's a gate fold. And you can journal here and here. So kind of a fun piece. I'll come back and tie that later. This is actually some scrapbook paper I have had for, I'm going to say decades. I don't know how long, but I don't have any more. So it's kind of a unique piece. It says beautiful. It's a really pretty card. And then there's a piece of paper tucked back here. Little bling, butterfly. And here we have a couple cards tucked in here that you can, oh, there's several. This one is has a pocket or a tuck. And another little sneaky piece there. Probably didn't count that one because I probably didn't open it. So like I said, there's more than 130 pieces in here, or total, I should say. This was my second butterfly that I made. Again, just a vellum printed in a translucent version of the actual print itself. And another butterfly, a little stamping and a butterfly. This has 3 cards tucked up into here, and there are 3 more cards tucked inside of here. This one has just a touch more vintagey kind of stuff in it. Butterfly, you can open this up. It does bend. I just don't want to bend it. And you can actually journal under here if you wanted. I had posted this on Facebook, and I believe on YouTube, but I made all of these little envelopes, most of them open. They have a little card tucked inside you can write on, little notes or whatever, what have you. And it's a belly band. And some people said, well, it looks really busy. And I said, well, I like it busy. I think it looks like a flower garden. So I liked it that way. And tucked behind, we have some paper, another journaling card. So we'll put it back in here. And we have this accordion piece that has 4 pieces in it. So I wanted to throw some different colors in here, so orange was handy. Another dangle. This is paper that my friend, who's an artist, made. She doesn't like her name put out in the public, so I didn't, I'm not going to say who she is, but she's a dear friend. She gave me a whole bunch of papers to use in any of my journals going forward. Beautiful stuff. A little cluster tuck. And just a beautiful page and another butterfly. So lots of butterflies in this one. And there are 2 journaling cards behind here that are floral. I believe that's a, yeah, sunflower. And this is a tuck, and I keep stuffing this to keep it to stay in. I might have to get myself a paper clip on here. This is all just ephemera. I think this piece is from a master board that I made. There's one more in here from that same master board. And then there's a butterfly here. A little texture, a little gold. This is from that paper from my friend in a cluster. You open it, and there are 2 tags. Again, more paper from her. She's a wonderful artist. I love her work. This is from her, and this is as well. So 4 cards here. I kind of stacked them so that those little embellishments wouldn't hit. And we have a tablet, and it just has some sayings and stampings and some translucent printings of the smoke flower. This is a lace snippet I made. I made this when I was doing that video about snippets because I wanted to show all the different ways you could make a snippet and how it can tie into your work. This is some beautiful poppies, and this actually will slide out. You don't really have to untie it. This is a little bud here, a little botanic pass. I made that too. This opens up, and there's some little ephemera in there and tags and a ticket, a fake ticket obviously, to a botanic garden, and some more writing paper. And it just sits in there. Butterfly, washi, ribbon, lace. Another beautiful dangle. I just love dangles. I think I've said that already. And we're getting to the end here. This is a lace belly band, and there's a couple sheets of paper in here. And then this, I don't know why I have it this way, but it opens up and it has belly bands inside. And then there's paper to write on and a couple of journaling cards. And that just tucks in there. A little washi on here. Butterfly. Another page. Hugger, if you will. Paper. And then another butterfly in here. And when you take this one off, oh, this is a cluster. I have had that for a very long time. I made that cluster. More paper, did some stamping on it. And here you have the magnolia, and tucked underneath that with a pocket and some journaling cards. And that is almost it. We have a vellum envelope that I printed on. Some more ephemera here. And last but not least, I know we didn't come across all 5 of those butterflies, but I know they're in here. And we have some floral fussy cuts, journaling spaces, whatever you want to use them for. Writing spaces, paper, just a little bit more here. So folks, that is Bloomkeepers Archive Volume 2, A Garden Keepsake. Thank you so much for watching.